Oh, welcome to another Memphis Answers video. Today we've got a question from a fellow named Bob Etheridge, and he's referring to Memphis Monday 224, which was a step stool we built out of marine plywood and oak. And his question is, do you by chance have any plans for this? I get requests for plans all the time, so I want to answer that question specifically and also on the bigger picture over all of our projects. So let's knock off the chit chat and come up with some answers. Here's the actual project. This was a shop improvement program, so it didn't go out to anybody. It's made out of red oak, which shouldn't get outside, and I keep this inside. It's got this is marine plywood. Got a little handle back here. Very solidly built. Too solidly built, it's probably too heavy. Let's take a look at the plans for this. I do have plans kind of in those notebooks right there. You see numbered from 1 to 6. We're in year 7. I have that notebook over on my workbench. But this particular project came from year 5. So let's look it up. So I do keep records and drawings and all that business. This is a list of projects from year 5, basically 2019. But if we go down here, go down the list here, see number 224 is a 3-step oak and marine plywood. So let's take a look at it. So I have my projects in order, and most of my projects I have, like here was a computer desk we did. Now this was basically my plan for the stool. It's got all the dimensions. This side here 21 inches, it's 25 inches this way. Let me check the stool and see if those numbers are right. 25 and 21. These are 18, that's right. As you can see, there's these top one should be 11. It's only 10. It says it's 11, but that's only 10. These are supposed to be 7.5. They are 7.5. 16 across the inside here. 16, that's right. Okay, but anyway, my problem is that I often deviate from these plans, these drawings. Like this top step here was supposed to be 11 according to the drawing, but if you measure it, it's only 10. See what I mean? Another thing, these sides were straight up and down in the drawing, and that made a 90-degree cut on these stair steps here, these treads. Well, let's look at the actual design. On the actual work piece, it looks like I put about a 5-degree or 7-degree angle here, which means that this had to be angled also. Same down here. So none of those changes. The angle changes, the width of the tread, none of those changes are reflected on this drawing. Let's look, and that's one of my major concerns. Now bringing it home a little bit, this is a trash can, an oak trash can we did in Memphis number 302. And I got another trash can, and this is the cut list for that Memphis Monday 302. Now this is I got to make 2 more of these, and so I drew a new picture, and I'm doing a new cut list and going through it and comparing the old plan to the new plan. I've discovered that there's a lot of errors in my old plans. Well, I would have caught those while I was building it, but if I offered these plans to people, they'd get bogus plans. For example, in this right here, I say the bottom is 16 inches. Well, that can't happen. Actually, I had to have cut that at 14.5 inches because I have to take up for the length of the back or the width of the back, and also the door. So that's 1.5 inches I have to take off of that 16 inches. So that's basically why I don't offer the plans. So to say that I don't have plans is obviously not correct. I have plans, extensive plans on almost all my projects with dimensions and joint layouts and even details of joints. This is a plan, a cut plan for the plywood. Here's drawers, layout for the drawers. Toolbox stands we did a few weeks ago. Here's the cut list for the toolbox stands. Here's kind of a detailed drawing of all the dimensions for the toolbox stands. So the conclusion is I have plans, but they're not accurate enough to offer them to my viewers. So that does it for Memphis Answers on the do you have plans question. I definitely have plans. Almost every project I have detailed drawings and joint details and all that stuff. The problem is that as I work through the project, I make changes, but then I don't change the plans. And I guess I'm too lazy or unambitious to go back and fix the plans. So the plans I have are not are not good enough to offer to my viewers. So I know that's an unsatisfying answer, but that's the only answer I got. So I hope that answered the question, and let's knock off the chit chat and get to work. Thanks for playing along.